What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 52 of the HiBruiNation podcast, the unofficial home of your Boston Bruins. I am Goosey, and joined by always with me is Steve the Chavo, and Mr. Hadrick himself, and Jack. We got a good show for you tonight. We're going to talk about the state of the team as we always do. We're going to talk about Lohrei's return, Pastrnak scoring his 399th goal, now only trailing, I can't remember. I think is it Middleton? By a few goals. And we're going to build a Bruin. But before we get started, we are celebrating a birthday today here in HiBruiNation. So
whose is it?
Jack's mother, Mama Hattrick, celebrating today.
What?
It's crazy.
Hi, Mom. Love you, Mom.
We here at HiBruiNation, Julie, wish you a very, very happy birthday. We hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully Jack paid for dinner. Otherwise, we're going to have to dock some of his pay to make up for it here. And we wish you many, many more in the years to come. Guys, now that
that's very nice, Cam. I have two things. First of all, we my dad, we had a home cooked. So the effort was everyone all together, mainly my dad, because he put most of it together.
So what you're saying is you're lazy?
No. And two is that we haven't discussed salary compensation yet. So we should maybe put
it's in the mail.
We should put a pin in that to discuss after the podcast. Okay. Yeah. It's in
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
Where's my stipend?
You're getting 30 grand. I'm getting 1,000.
No, thanks, Cam. I listen. I appreciate that, though. No, for real. Yeah, it was nice. Love my mom very much. So I will give her a tip that we mentioned earlier, so she can hear it loud and proud. I'm sure.
Absolutely, buddy. It's always a pleasure. Hopefully, we'll get a cameo guest appearance at one time. We'll get Mama Hattrick on here, and we'll celebrate her. So
we'll see. If
Mom, the meatloaf.
Steve with two banger quotes like right off the bat. What was the first? It was like "We Are the Millers," right? Was the first one, yeah, right? Like you guys are getting paid and Wedding Crashers, dude. Oldies but goodies, man. Oh, he's slaying it. Steve's ready to freaking go tonight, guys.
Go, boys.
Buzzing.
Vibes are high. Vibes are very high right now.
We're still all in agreement.
10-7.
Yeah.
What do you mean we're still
plus 500 hockey? What?
In our predictions. I mean, I guess not. I mean, not still. That's not the word I guess I should use. But we're all in agreement with our picks, or I guess not in agreement. We were accurate in our picks, so therefore, all in unison still.
I think that was actually the first time this year where the boys actually went 100% on their picks. I'm pretty sure I'm confident on that. I don't think we went 100% before, but that's a good start to the week. I mean, Steve, you're right. Plus, we're plus 500 hockey, just like we said it. 10-7 and dude, we willed that shit into existence. Scary at times.
Manifested it and brought it to the surface.
And we're here. Is it going to last? Who knows? But I'm going to ride this fucking roller coaster until this shit breaks, buddy. Wow. What an awesome week. What an awesome week. A little scary at times, right, though, guys? I felt like the Islanders game and the Ottawa game, a little scary. Jack, you're such a prick.
Wait to see you just noticing Steve and I just cracking up in the background while you're just talking.
You think you have the power, buddy. I control the buttons. I control the soundboard. I am God in this.
He got you again. Oh boy.
Oh, fuck everything guys, you stand for.
Guys,
you have to no idea. Last week, Cam.
Since last week, I've spent a little bit of every day planning out how I'm going to get Cam back, and it's been giving me so much joy, and that was it. So I need
give it to him. He deserves it. He opened this can of worms, and now he gets what's serving to him.
Listen, Peanut Gallery. Listen, I don't need you to join in on this. Like, don't you listen to me?
This is a panel of three. Okay, someone has to be the tiebreaker here.
I don't think you're a tiebreaker. I think you're just an agent of chaos. It depends on who you think is winning that week, my
I'm
guy.
an agent of fairity, okay? You opened the can of worms last week. This week
Fairity?
he's giving back to you. And you know what? You deserve it. So deal with it.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you piece of shit. Oh, Cam.
You two are having way too much fun.
What do you want me to say?
Way
It's been a
too
good
much
day.
fun.
It's been a good week. What do you want from me? We're
No,
too much
listen.
fun.
It's the state. It's the state of the boys right now. The vibes are running high, and
Yep.
just like to see. It's awesome.
You sounded like so just like monotonous. You're just like, yeah, it's great.
It's
Vibes are
great.
high.
The vibes are high.
Great. We're 10-7. We're winning the cup.
10-7. We went 5 games in a
I
row.
don't-
6 games
I
in a
don't
row.
know what other amazing point do you want to add as well? What do you want to go off from that?
Honestly, I was just gonna say Toronto was the awesome game that we got to witness, and just Toronto absolutely shit themselves. The other two games were just kind of I don't want to call it like a negative, like bring into a negative thing. Like they were just scary. Like, you know what I mean? Like I felt like we were in good control of the Islanders game. Like, I felt we controlled the pace of play a little bit there. And then, it goes into the shootout. That's where it concerned me a bit because outside of Pastrnak, I wasn't 100% confident in our abilities to score.
Yeah, definitely. It's looking the pasta for a lot still, but I think there's been some improvement and some better volume coming out at least from the other forwards.
Yeah, I'd agree to that. I mean, I wasn't thrilled about the shootout, but we pulled it out, which is great. I'm surprised and happy to announce that. And then for the Ottawa game, we'll get to the Ottawa game, but I've got some notes on that, and I was not too pleased. We did not deserve to win that one, but we pulled it out somehow. Which, hey, whatever.
We willed it.
Well,
No, Will game was one of our revenge fuck you games.
It was.
We had a stinker against them last, so it was nice that we had pulled up a victory. But
and I think my cherry on top was the Toronto game because Toronto won 3 straight games and couldn't close out a game number 4 in a row. As usual.
You noticed that too. You noticed that too. Yeah. I posted on Twitter, dude. I was like, the irony of Toronto also being on a win streak, but their win streak being 3 games. Jack, real quick, how many games does it take to win a series in the playoffs? Oh, he's counting. He's using his fingers.
4.
So if the Leafs win streak was 3 and they lost to the Bruins to get their 4th, in theory, the Bruin, you suck again.
That's so. Listen, there's certain patterns that they can't escape, and the curses that they can't, and that's proof. That's just proof right there that it follows them around.
I am so happy I'm not the only one here that recognized that stat too.
I wish I did.
I was like,
now I'm kicking myself. I gotta dig a little bit deeper.
That shit runs, is rent free in my head. Just how to fuck with Toronto fans.
Yeah, well, it's a culture issue with them, man. We know that. We've been knowing that for the Leafs, and if any team right them,
that's probably going to be the sorry to interrupt you, Jack, but that is going to be the game we're probably going to spend the most time talking about because that's one of our division rivals. I mean, Ottawa's pretty good, this year. They're up and down. I shouldn't say they're pretty good. Allmark's having an awful year, but then the Islanders game, if we just dial that back, just to go back to that for a second, Husnudinov wins it in the shootout. Awesome. Glad he got the nod to go out there because he's been playing out of his mind on the top line, and he's given you, I think, the next man up mentality and what you would expect that would look like.
He tied the game, didn't he, for the Island? Yeah,
he did.
He helped. He was an instrumental part in winning that game, and it's just really encouraging play. And I'm not going to spoil something for later, but Cam is also just because he knows how wise and smart and sexy I am. He's going with my knowledge. Let's just say that. We'll see later.
My mouth a little bit. Fucking threw up in my mouth a little bit. Oh my god.
Yeah. Did you? I wanted that to sit and stew. I wanted you to really listen to that.
Your mother is gonna watch this. Respect her. Gosh darn it! I
don't know if she's still to this point. and I love her. I don't think she will be, but
she'll be like, I kind of agree with him.
She'll want to hear the shout out, and that's it.
Man,
No,
God.
she knows we're hockey bros, so she knows we love to ragdoll on each other. But it's all for the love of the game, right, Steve?
Oh yeah, it's all in good fun, as they say.
Yeah,
Oh,
Steve. I need to see you out there on the ice, or you in hockey action. I need to see it.
Nah,
You gonna come play for Nashville, Cam?
I'm a bender, as they say.
He's Steve's out in Chicago. I'd love to get him back. Like, maybe when he comes back, we can get a group of the guys together, rent some ice, and get everyone out there. You know what I mean? I think we could definitely do that, and everyone can have some fun out there. Get a couple of guys, and just do it. Split the ice cost.
I
Probably do it
did
out in the
just
summer.
buy a new visor.
Little shitty action. Yeah.
Got to test out.
Did
the
you,
visor.
dude? Kara made me buy a fishbowl. So
Steve, it's incredible. It's amazing.
You suck. You're like the fucking worst tonight. Oh my god! And I got
Dude,
nothing to back it up
if
right
you
now.
told me, I would just gave you my old one.
No, what she did was she literally.
I got your number,
dude. She literally bought it right in front of me and said, "You're wearing this." And I said, oh, "Okay, well, I think
I've had to wear them too. There's no shame."
Listen, that was a style when I was in high school. I rocked that for a year and a half. I love the fishbowl. You kidding me?
I had to
There's
wear
no shame in it.
I had to wear it.
I take no shame in it because Mr. Bricks for Hands over here this last week's Thursday game couldn't freaking bury a puck to save his life.
You never have a puck to bury to save your life. So
for your information, I scored 2 and they were nasty. So lick my butt.
Were you standing in front of the net?
Maybe. I was definitely standing in the front of the net for
one
of them, that's for sure.
You're just standing still like a log.
You can't score from behind.
That's a perfect transition to greasy goals. Okay, Cam can only score greasy goals, and so can the Bruins.
We better transition back to the Bruins because I was going to say we're a little over 10 minutes in, and it's just been me and Cam just throwing shots at each other. I love it.
Ripping each other. Just wait till the final game of the season, bro. I'm gonna fucking chirp your ass so goddamn hard, you fucking blue Smurf looking motherfucker. Like
that's all you've been doing for weeks on end.
I'm just getting him riled up. It's great.
It's good.
All right, yeah,
it's
greasy goals. Let's start with the Islanders. It's good to note. I think out of these games this week, 2 out of the 3 went to extra time. So that is worth noting. I don't think it's concerning, but if the results were different, I think you'd have something else to say. But I think it's encouraging that we can play a 60+ minute effort. But obviously, you ideally don't want to go into the shootout. Ain't that right?
For the most part.
Yeah. I mean, we can argue that the Islanders game, we took that to OT, but then the Ottawa game, which we can transition to, because there really wasn't much in the Islanders game outside of the good pushback from the Bruins. I think we were down 2-0 when we came back. We tied it. We tied it twice. So I mean, good. It was good, strong effort. Like the Islanders game I think that was a good team win, and then the Ottawa game, I felt they definitely Ottawa took that to overtime, but I didn't feel like we should have been there. I feel like they play Ottawa softly. I don't know. When I look at the Bruins and the way they played other teams, I think they just downplayed Ottawa.
Yeah, they let one in the third, and they which got them the extra time, obviously. But I think Senators one of those teams that are getting more traction as time goes on. They had a really good season last year, and they've just been tuning it, I think. So,
and to be fair, I mean, like, I feel like the third period the Bruins got lazy as well in that Ottawa game. It kind of, the effort for the first 2 periods was there, in my opinion, and kind of, with 10 minutes to go in the third, they took their foot off the gas and kind of coasted, and it cost them a goal. And I was texting you guys this, in our group chat, but I was very displeased with our 3-on-3 play to start overtime. It was straight up just a minute of them circling around in the offensive zone, 0 shots taken, and they're too busy worrying about those perfect shots constantly instead of just driving the net and trying to make something happen where they score their greasy goals, and that's how they win games lately. And they're trying to get too cute with it instead of, how can you burn a minute off of a 5-minute overtime and not take a shot? And then it almost costs you several times, right? Like, I mean, there was a couple of times in OT that it's like if Corpy didn't step up, it was game over, right? Like that's why I said it. I don't think we deserved to win that game, and we did. I mean, we won it with basically 4 seconds left, and
Saka, good goal.
And it wasn't even a clean goal. It was a greasy goal. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm here for the greasy goals, but like,
Omar should have had that. Omar
for sure
has not been good. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, his starts is interesting for sure. Raises some eyebrows. I think long term he'll be okay, but it's worth noting.
He's having a bad year. He's having a bad start at least.
Yeah. I mean, and then obviously soon enough the new year will come, so we'll see by then how he's playing, I guess. But it's because it's still a start-ish, early-ish on into the year, but soon enough it won't be. So you got to start.
Hey guys, real quick. Sorry to interrupt you, Jack. I just want to get this in. Overtime, right? Doesn't it annoy you half the time where they just pass it back past the red line to regroup the way they do? Either team, it doesn't matter. Like, I don't know how much overtime you've watched, like, with other teams or anything like that, but doesn't it just? I feel like once you cross the red line, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just to keep the pace of the game going better and end the game without having to go to a shootout. Because I bet you if you polled fans, they're not fans of the shootout. Goalies aren't fans of the shootout. Players aren't fans of the shootout. Like, this has been stated. Like, don't you just feel like the players should do a little bit more, or maybe the NHL should just do a little bit more to make sure that the pace of the game continues? Because I just feel like a lot of times it's too conservative to get that extra point. I'd rather still see nonstop action. Whatever happens, happens, I guess.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, if anything, there's not much to change. Maybe increase the time by a little bit. I know they talked about that. Doing 10 minutes of 3-on-3. And that seems like a lot, but that could help.
Wears you down faster.
Yeah, wears you down faster, and it keeps the pace going. And you're more likely to get one in by the time you're up with 10 minutes instead of 5. So it's just is what it is. So, yeah, I mean, anything to help the play and the pace, no T is good because, yeah, you can see those, things that stick out at times that make it like slower, which you kind of said, like one thing being something players do, but just like in general, the trends about it, how it works. I don't know, Steve.
For me, it's just kind of like how the whole thing is set up. It's just, I think the way they have it set up is pretty fair with the rules in place. I mean, Goose, we talked about this on PAP with overtimes and changing up the point system and stuff like that. But it's one of those things where, yeah, maybe if you extended it to 10 minutes and you still don't have a winner, right? Like, what other option do you have to certify a game in the manner that they conduct these games, right? And I think the way they have it set up is definitely good. I mean, listen, goalies hate shootouts because nobody wants to lose a game, and it's just you versus a player, right? Like, you can't.
Would you want to do just continuous? Like, that's
I don't know, because I don't want
you run a lot of risk.
You run a lot of risk, but also, I don't know, getting home, right? I'm just gonna say it where going to the United Center because that's my local NHL rink. I don't want to be there till 11:30 to midnight watching continuous overtime for a regular season game, right? Like at some point,
there's no incentive.
There's no incentive for the fans to stay, right? And then
so
and then what? I mean, because they already cut off, concessions. They cut off the beer at halfway through the third period, right? So let's just say it goes
Steve
3
really
overtimes.
Steve knows that. He's aware.
Listen, who cares about it? The Jacobs family, who owns the Bruins, right? Fair. Like, all the owners care about that type of shit, and they don't want to waste. Again, you're paying money for heating and cooling and electricity and all these things, and again, it's about money.
Yeah, again, all those things to keep in mind as the longer it goes on. So
you know what I mean. So especially for the regular season, I don't really give a shit. Just end these games because that's what we need. And to be fair, I do like the fact that in the playoffs, it's still 5-on-5, 20-minute periods, like traditional overtime and golden goal, right? Like I like that. And as a fan, I actually do like the shootouts. Like I do.
Yeah, as a fan, I can enjoy them as well. Like when I see the players line up, it it gets, it's exciting. It reminds you like when you used to do that with, your teams at practices, at the end of practice,
Yeah,
or
it's like the nostalgia thing for me.
yeah,
Like,
no, you said it. So
and it's just like one of those things where it's like I don't mind it for regular season because again, at the end of the day, it's regular season. Like, just get these games over with, right? As quickly and efficiently as possible, in my opinion. And that's just kind of where I'm at with it. And unless they decide to change up the rules and what what points are attributed to what game, and if you win and or if you lose or tie or whatever it is, it is what it is, right? Like at the end of the day, they could just say screw it, we're going to change the whole ranking system or the point system where you either win or lose or you tie, and we're not going into overtime. You know what I mean? And
I'm just not a fan of skills competitions in, pro leagues. Like, you know what I mean? It's just, I just feel like the shootout.
did you see how the All-Star weekend's gonna be coming back? Not this year, but the year after.
No, you want to know what? I think one of the best things that the NHL ever did was actually Four Nations face off. They need to find a way to
I agree.
do that again for
And
a
they're
weekend.
bringing it back up 2027, and this, the same time as they always would do the skills competitions and all.
Great, so we get to watch Nikita Kucherov basically not give a flying fuck again, and then just embarrass it. Like,
oh my gosh, that was insane. He really just went.
He just didn't care.
I think it's beneficial to have like the Four Nations face off, right? Not every year. I think it's beneficial that hey, you do it.
I could get on board with that.
You do it the year before a Olympic Games, right? Like how we did it. So now, like going looking to February, I'm super excited for USA Hockey to watch them.
Oh, dude, I want them to take Canada by the throat and strangle them and shove them down the ground.
That's what I'm saying, right? And I'm not opposed to doing, I'm not opposed to doing a skills competition, right? Like again, you wouldn't have Zdeno Chara, with at the time for a little bit, with the world's record hardest shot, right? Like I think there's some value to do that, but I don't think you can do that every year. I think you have to think of it in 4-year cycles, in my opinion. So it's like
putting it,
it's just one of those things where you can play with it a little bit.
I'm just putting in perspective, like because that's what I think a shootout is. It's just a skills competition of like who's a natural like shooter, deker, and like who can fake out a goalie. Like if you look at a player like Trevor Zegras, who I think he has the highest like shootout percentage right now at like 65 or 70%. It's nuts. So it's just like if it goes to a shootout, the Flyers have a high probability that they could walk away with it if like Zegras is out there, scores a goal, and then their goaltender just stuffs 3 shots. Like, you know what I mean? That's the only thing that I get bothered by it.
Yeah,
but I mean, like
a benefit from it if they end up getting to the shootout, if they have guys who can do that.
We can argue that for Pasta too. Every team has their go-ahead shooter. You know what I mean?
Well, but you do see some guys like Zegras, so they're really.
It's like their niche.
And
it's like
I would go with Pasta for many, choices in the shootout most times out of many, but still sometimes it differs. So
you know what? Fuck it. Bring back TJ Sochi. Bring it back. If they actually adapted the shootout rules to because in the NHL you can't. Every player has to go once prior to you redoing any other players. So I think if they did the Olympic rules or like those kind of rules or European rules where they said like it doesn't matter so long as like
I feel like that'd be a little overpowered though, wouldn't you think?
Maybe.
Zegras going 3 times in a row.
Or just
that would be nuts. That would just be entertaining to watch.
David speeding down 3 times on a goalie, just going like 100 miles per hour.
Funny enough, I don't think McDavid's actually that good at the shootout. I don't think he is. I think he's only like 20%. I don't think he's that good in the shootout.
Okay. While we're talking about this, I do have a question. How many games in the NHL are decided by a shootout a season?
Like in total?
I don't know. That's a good stat. I'd actually have to look that up.
So, I guess we're just talking about it, and I'd like to get that stat on it.
Yeah, I got you. All right, I'm gonna pull this up right now. Let's get some
figure out, what percent of teams are actually going through, because I don't think most games are going to a shootout, right?
There's been a lot so far this year, I think, but I think it's been mainly like 1 or 2 teams that have like, done that. Like,
Yeah,
that's right. Jack, while you're looking that up, we'll talk a little bit about Ottawa and how that was a greasy game, but how I agree with you, Steve, that I don't think we should have won that. And Ullmark was bad.
I need to read this a little bit more because I'm a little confused. So yeah, keep talking about Ullmark being bad.
Yeah. Because I think all three of Ullmark's goals were soft. I mean, especially that overtime goal by Zacha. I mean, that was really bad.
that was.
Really
He just
bad.
lost track of it. I mean, he should have had it. He should have gobbled it up, in my opinion. But I mean,
I don't
his
even know
goal.
if he lost track of it. He just didn't seal off the post. Sorry to interrupt you, Steve, but
No, I mean, yes, but he lost track of it because he didn't seal off the post, and he should have ate it up instead of letting it slip behind him, and it was just laying there for Zacha to just tap it in. There's another one for you. There's another. There's that's 3 for the day, buddy.
Just tap
it in. Just tap it in. You too good for your home?
For real. I don't know. It's just I don't know. We shouldn't have won that game, and I mean we had the lead for a minute, and they took their foot off the gas, and that's like the constant thing that I think we're going to be talking about is they get comfortable with their leads, and then they take their foot off the gas, and then get caught with their pants down.
Yeah. I think it's only been I've seen it mainly with Ottawa. Like if I've watched a lot of the Bruins hockey and I watch them play Ottawa, and then you go and watch them play like the Islanders and then Toronto, and you're just like, is Ottawa just outpacing them a little bit, and are they just like a bit of an Achilles heel for Swayman and Korpisalo, or are they just downplaying to them? And I think it might be I think it's a mix of them, but I think it's mainly like they're just not playing. I don't think they're respecting Ottawa.
Yeah,
because they got some hella good talent on that team. Like Jake Batherson, Kachuk, Stützle. They got talent. So it's like you got to respect those players. And albeit Stützle is the Olympic gold medal dive champion of the year every year, but whatever.
Hey, he draws penalties. Yeah, he's contributing in that sense, I guess, if you want to look on the other side of the coin for that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. But I'll take the win. I'm going to take the Ottawa win. I'm not going to complain about it. A win is a win to me. Like, no matter how you get it, you remember, Steve, right? They don't ask how. They ask how many.
Exactly.
So they don't care how you score the goal. And this is a perfect shift to Toronto too. In the Toronto game, Mikey Asimon's goal. I didn't think that was a goal. I could not see the angle of which the puck crossed that line. Like, I was even sitting there watching the game with Kara, and I'm just, Kara's obviously like, she's a homer. So like, she's just like, oh, that's in. I'm like, yeah, no, I understand. Like, as a Bruins fan, I want it to be in, but like, they have to be able to show you that it's in. And the NHL has like all these angles, and they probably had a definitive one at some point that showed it. But then I'm looking at it, I'm like, but I also don't want another team to lose off of bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? I want a good, fair, clean game. That's just how I want to see
you want to win the right way, right?
Yeah, you never want to win the wrong way.
Yeah.
And, but it counted, and that was awesome. Like, I believe that put the Bruins up. I believe that was the 3-2. No, it wasn't. That was the
it was the
3-2.
Was it 3-2, or was it the 2-1?
No, it was the 3-2. So Geeky scored to tie it. Arvidsson scored to go up 2-1. And Leafs answer right back, naturally. And AC Mont scores. What was that, Peanut Gallery? Sorry, I couldn't hear you over there. What was that?
I didn't say anything.
You sure?
Oh boy.
But that was good. Go ahead, play it. Sack of shit. Sack of shit. This is going to be you and I back and forth for the longevity of this podcast.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm just sitting here tolerating it, boys.
Seems like the uncle having to look after his 2 nephews.
Yeah. You both need to go to your respective corners and grow the fuck up. And I can't talk poorly enough about Toronto, dude. This team sucks.
Dude.
I have some numbers. I think I think because I was looking
for the shootout,
and we can go to it a second. But yeah, Toronto's got to figure it out, man. Their time is really ticking now that Marner's gone as well. I think some things really need to happen, or some things are going to change. I don't know.
Their offense is decent, but
Matthews
their
has
depth.
looked like himself. Like if you've watched Matthews play,
Pappy?
Matthews.
Yeah, they
Paps.
call him Yeah, they call him Pappy up in Toronto. Why? I have no idea.
Yeah.
Stupid caterpillar fucking mustache. That's why they call him.
Oh, caterpillar.
Oh God.
Wow.
Yeah, he needs to shave that.
He looks
and
terrible.
The rest of his head.
He looks
and the
terrible.
rest of his head. Just go bald, dude. Just go bald.
Yeah, but they're all
with that Mr. Clean look. Start juicing up in the off season so he's test negative in preseason and just deal with it.
Steve, what are you doing? You're giving him too many ideas.
That maybe they'll be good then. Maybe they'll be good then. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, he's struggling a bit, to start this year, and it does make you wonder. And they put Nylander and Nyes with him, and Nylander's no scrub. Nyes is no scrub, I don't think. But Matthews definitely isn't performing. How do you get him going?
Almost like Marner made Matthews better, and they chased him out of town.
Yeah, but what's weird too is that while they were on the same team, both Marner and Matthews, it seemed like. Thank you. I was going to get there.
Silence, crickets. Go ahead, Jack.
Anyways, when they were both on the Leaf,
it's never gonna get old. It's never gonna get old.
No, you're gonna drive it into the ground soon enough.
I am.
It's gonna get really old.
Thank you. I hope it gets old, so I don't have to put up with it anymore.
You're ancient. Your bones creak every time you move. You're old. Shut up.
Okay, listen. Don't even lie. These Gargamel isn't trying to fucking take me to his secret lair. Christ Almighty, buddy. Freaking jail over there.
Just what came out.
Make your point about Matthews and Marner so we can move on from this.
Oh wait, that's right. That's what I was saying. Yeah,
I don't want to have to bury you.
Rudely interrupted and thrown off pace. I don't even know. It's funny even just saying it now.
I got him completely off guard. It's like that scene. It's like that scene from Caddyshack. He goes, "Well, we're waiting."
They played great together while they were on Toronto, and while if it was maybe Matthews missing time because of an injury or Marner out for some reason, they both seemed to play good when either of them was out, and obviously complement each other well together. But it's like, it seemed before like Matthews is carried a ton and performed where he should, even with Marner not being there. Now again, Marner's gone, so it's like things have to be reevaluated, I think. But
I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't think Matthews is captain material, and I think the C is weighing him down in his gameplay.
Yeah, that you might have a point though, Steve, with that, because that's exactly why I don't want Pasta to have the C. I don't see Pasta as that guy. I see him as your locker room vibe. I don't see him like an Ovechkin or a McDavid that will lose his shit in the locker room and tell you to wake the fuck up. I see him as a guy that, will pick you up. You know what I mean? He's more of a vibe than anything else. And so that's what would concern me.
I don't even think he's a vibe. I think that he has leadership qualities, and he undoubtedly should have an A in his jersey. I do.
Yep.
I just think that him being alone on the island isn't good for him, and it drags his play. And we've seen it before. We've seen it for many seasons, and it's just, I think what's holding him back is all the expectations of being the captain of the team when he should. I think he just feels more comfortable rocking an A and being allowed to be not the head chef, but right under him. You know what I mean?
Getting to just more on Matthews, because against the Bruins, or at least the teams that you should beat, I'm not going to lie to you, Toronto should have beat Boston. On paper, just purely on paper, that team is better than Boston, I think. It may be marginal. I think we have the defensive edge very slightly, but I think they definitely have the offensive edge on us. I think so. Like I don't think there's a question in that, especially in that game when we had to call when Middlestat was out, Lindholm was out, McAvoy was out.
All right, yeah.
Like, you have
in mind,
those are
definitely.
3 key guys.
Yeah.
Like, I was
I'm with-
expecting Matthews to actually score maybe 2, 3, maybe 3 goals. Like I was expecting him to or get some more assists. I don't even think he scored
I
a
was
point.
expecting him to do shit because that's what he's been playing like. He's had a couple of good games recently. I mean, he had some decent stretches, but his play overall is not encouraging for sure for any Toronto fans. So
I will actually hold to that. So I just looked at it. Matthews did not score 1 fucking point yesterday. Not one.
You know why? Because
Not
you know what on paper it doesn't say?
What?
It doesn't say on paper that the Boston Bruins owns Toronto Maple Leafs. Okay? We are their daddies, and that's how it's going to be until I'm old and gray. Listen,
It might even be on past that, buddy. Might even be
good.
past that.
I hope so. I hope so. We are their daddies, and we own them. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Doesn't say that on your little piece of paper over there. Okay. They shit themselves every time they play the Boston Bruins. Again, Matthews shits himself every time he plays the Boston Bruins. It's
Or
no
Game 7.
surprise to me.
we scarred them. We scarred them early on. We created an trauma based wound.
Good.
I think
Good.
this was like way back before they actually broke through the first round. Like I think it was 4 out of 7 of their first round exits were by the Boston Bruins. I think before it was a stat I had a long while ago, so I might be misquoting it, but it was greater than 50% of the first round exits that they had were from Boston.
11 years after their collapse against the Bruins happened, they lost in the first round in
Again.
Game 7 to the Bruins 11 years later.
Yeah, not good. Not something you want to see. But even more so,
Who
guys,
doesn't want to see it? I want to see it.
not if you're a Toronto fan. It's not something you want to see consistently, like especially losing to the same team. I mean, it's the same thing, like with the Caps with the Penguins until they finally did it in 2018 and won their first cup. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Did you know that's
they
the
had to
only
slay
time
that demon.
Ovi has advanced past the second round was when they went to go on to win the cup. That's the
You
only
want to
time
know why? Because every time they've had met the Pittsburgh Penguins and they have lost.
Mm-hmm. And
So it's like we
the
are
roster
to the we are to the Toronto Maple Leafs what the Pittsburgh Penguins are to the Washington Capitals, which again I'm fine with because fuck the Leafs and fuck their fan base because I saw someone on
they do have a pretty shitty
TikTok.
fan base at times. I won't lie. There's a couple good ones. Shout out Steve Dangle.
Yeah,
love that guy.
Yeah, I love Steve. I love Steve Dangle. He's
There's
a riot, and
yeah.
And someone said like, oh, like Mitch Marner sucks without being on the Leafs. I'm like, he's on a 105 point.
He's doing pretty
pace
good
right now.
Yeah, he's doing pretty good regardless for himself. So
yeah, but he's just like, oh, that's not good enough. You got to be 115 points. I'm like, I don't think he's a 115 point guy, 100-point guy. Yeah, but like I would cap him at 110 points. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's just they're missing him bad. And then the 3 goals they got yesterday against Boston, if you look at it, both were on the power. 2 of them were on the power play. One of them was just as the power play ended. So respectfully, like you effectively scored three power play goals. Because I think I can't remember who was it. Arvidsson that just stepped out of the box. Someone had just stepped out of the box, but they couldn't reach the defensive zone in time.
Yeah,
like 5-on-5, we owned you. And then you cough up a goal. The way you coughed up that goal to Arvidsson was atrocious. Now, Stolarz didn't have a great game. I'm not going to say that he was phenomenal.
No, he did not have a good game at all. But especially in front of that, like there's just no structure. There's nothing happening. You just allow for the puck to be there, and then for Arvidsson just to tap it in. Like why it shouldn't be that easy. No, I'm making it sound like really Dudoy, very dumb easy, but it's like you shouldn't be there.
And you know what? You guys all remember 2019, the St. Louis Blues. That was a Greg Berube coached team. Oh, I just saw Steve like he's like, why'd you have to bring it up?
I know.
But like that was a Greg Berube coached team. This is not a typical Greg Berube coached team that I anticipate seeing. So it's just like And it's just so easy to talk about
Because
the
he
Leafs.
doesn't have
anything out of his team because they're soft. They're soft as hell, and they're limpless and lifeless. Like correct Berube hockey is mean, is tough hockey, is we will bully you and do any sense of the means to win. And that's
And
how
Canadians are soft. There, I said it.
There, I
Not all
said it.
Canadians, man. I think some of them are
The
tough.
meanest person on the Toronto Maple Leafs isn't even a player. It's the athletic trainer when he has to tell someone he needs to put a Band-Aid over like over a cut. Like that's the meanest person that they have. And even then they apologize when they say they're doing it.
And here's the point that he's trying to make too. It's like, one, they're soft. We can all agree. They show no heart. They lack heart when it matters. And
Yep.
Berube doesn't have the locker room because everybody tunes him out.
Yeah. Well, it goes back to what we said.
Probably it's. I mean, well, give to be a fly on the wall right now, man. Like, what else? What do you think is happening in there? It's probably not great.
Well, it goes back to what we said probably a while back, Steve, before Jack, you joined the show. It's just like, at what point does do the insults and the yelling, does that stop being heard and it just starts being tuned out? Like, you know what I mean? Like, at what point do the players just be like, we've heard this before. What else do you want us to do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, play better. But like, ultimately, like, there does become a point. That's how you lose the locker room.
Toronto players are capable of just hearing that and being able to turn it on. No, they've showed time and time again that they cannot just go play better. Okay.
I mean, look at the Pastrnak goal. By the way, he scored 399. Great. It was a fucking awesome goal. Deked out the defenseman, undressed. I think it was it wasn't Stolarz it was Stolarz at that point, because then they pulled him after.
Stolarz still in net, and it was give me a second, I'll think of the defenseman.
Hildeby.
Well, yeah, Hildeby is who went in. God, I'm just blanking on the defenseman. I'll have to look up the roster. That's annoying me so much. I can't think of it. It's on my top. He dog walked him. The defenseman. He made a fool out of him, and didn't know if the puck even went in for a second, but because he didn't even get a nice shot off on it. It pretty much just went off his stick after the deke he made, but that was enough to fool Stolarz. And
if that was Zadorov, Lindholm, or McAvoy, Pastrnak would be getting bodied. He'd be getting bodied down. They didn't hit him. They played the puck.
Yep, you'd be getting stepped up and smushed. Absolutely. Simon Benoit. I knew it started with an S.
Well, never mind. That makes sense. He sucks.
No, he's not. He's not awful. He's a pretty reliable and tough, defensive defenseman, and he can.
Yeah,
what a name like that is he from Quebec?
He's from Laval.
I have no idea.
Laval is that in
Laval is in Quebec.
Yeah,
Laval is in Quebec.
I figured as much.
Steve has apparently a vendetta against Montreal, like people from Quebec.
No, I don't have a thing against people from Quebec. I actually, they're probably very nice people. Montreal is a beautiful city. Quebec City is a very beautiful city. But the fact of the matter is, I hate Montreal, and they're soft. I'm sorry.
Soft. So soft.
They're soft.
So soft.
So soft. Yeah, no, he made Benoit look like a 5-year-old looking for his mom.
Yeah, it was bad.
So
it was bad.
And then you have the Toronto fans saying, like, we should have won that game. No, I don't even think you were really. If it wasn't for the power plays, by the way, I try to avoid blaming referees.
Someone take them seriously after they're saying that after a game like that? Like,
right? You got dominated 5-on-5. It was not close. It was not close.
Steve would tell you as well that they got dominated, and because they did. So
they did. Yeah. Their only shimmer of hope was going up on the power play. That's the only time they get anything.
Time and time again, they've had good special teams that also don't show up when it needs to most, and get caught up with little conspiracies or things they think against them or whatever. Like the pick from the 2022 playoffs in Game 7 against Tampa, and other examples too. And so they feel like a lot of times they had the leagues out for them. Everyone hates them, and it's just
Oh, I'm gonna play a Toronto Maple Leaf fan. Oh, the world is out to get us. It's always everybody else's fault, not the fact that our team
Yep.
sucks.
Yep.
Steve, stop it. You're scaring me. You actually
Like-
do sound like a Leaf fan.
Yeah,
Yep.
I
because he's right.
thank you.
Cam, because he's right. That's how they are. And I think even Steve and other people within the Toronto team would tell you that. And a lot of fans are like that. And I think some of them have become more aware to the fact of the state of the team and really all that they can get out of them so far moving forward. And there's some who will still defend it blindly because there's always those fans. There's always the ones that be like, but we got this. Yeah, but
it's been 58 years. Like, or I'm sorry, if they don't win this year the cup, which I just don't think they're going to. I don't think
is our year.
Yeah, they're always saying this is our year, but this will probably be year 58. And like, there is a point in time where I'm just like, damn, that really sucks for the fans. Like, I will say that, like, yeah, that really sucks to be a fan of a team.
No,
like,
I think we'd all say, of course, yeah, it sucks, but
like, also fuck those guys. Like, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I want the
team
Toronto
you cheer
Maple Leafs
for.
to win
You have
the game.
chosen to cheer for this team.
Yeah,
and I don't know. I kind of want to give the floor.
All
to
right.
Steve before
We can't say you chose to be a fan of that team because guess what? You root for teams where you're born in, and if you're born into the shitty land of Toronto, you are a Blue Jays fan, you are a Raptors fan, and you are a godforsaken Leafs fan. Like you're born into this shit, right?
Exactly.
Like we're born to be in Boston Bruins fans, right? Like that's it.
It runs deep, man. Like no, they have some real. Excuse me. They have some real passion there, and that's why they find a lot of frustration. But
but their frustration is placed in so many places that their frustration is placed in places that
it's
it shouldn't
lack of accountability for sure. It's a lack of accountability on some parts, and I think the team now is finally starting is really now having to look and see. Okay, we still haven't made some changes, and things still aren't changing. So therefore, we really need to do something here.
They've tried everything. I think
that's the thing. They have, they've
changed upper management. They've changed the coach. They disrupted the core four. They've done a lot of things. They even brought in solid, like, you know, when they brought in Brandon Carlo.
No, you gotta make a point about the core four and Marner leaving. That is without a doubt. I mean, that is the story of them right now as well. And it's what anyone, and it's what fans were saying after the game yesterday. People were like, oh, they don't love Marner, you know, and chirping them for that, which rightfully so. You know,
all right, to the point of they changed
up. You're about to cause a volcano right now. You see, right? You're winding about.
Steve Mount.
He was right about he's just gonna lay it down on us right now. He's
for real. Here's the deal. Okay,
Steve the Chavius, Mount the Chavius is about to erupt.
Tell him about Toronto.
Tell me, Steve.
They changed upper management. Great. Okay, they changed the coach. Great. They didn't really change up any of the players that make up the goddamn team. Okay. And when you say there's nothing
else.
What
do you do after almost a decade? Get rid of one of the star ones.
Nuke it. Blow it the fuck up. That's what you got to do. Okay. They disrupted the core four. No. Okay. 3 of the 4 are still there. And one of the core 4 said, fuck this shit. I'm out because I fucking hate Toronto. I hate the fans. I hate everything about
justifiably.
And it's justifiable. But the fact is, the management didn't do that. Okay. The Toronto Maple Leafs fans and all their suckdom and all their fucking hallucination that everyone's out to get them literally drove him out of the city. And now he's going to go to a place where he has a very strong likelihood of going past the second round of the playoffs. Okay. Because they drove him out. It wasn't because of upper management. The upper management did everything that they could to try to keep him there. And he said no.
There really was a lot of outside fan pressure, unfortunately, not even in like some crazy, some crazy.
Yeah, did you guys? But
like, just the pressure of it itself, which is so weird because there's pressure everywhere. People have talked about this a lot and how which players, perform and act up to the pressure and which ones can't. And it's something that's marketable better in other cities versus something like, Toronto. It's weird, and it is weird.
Just real quick on the comments that some of the fans made towards Marner, don't you just find that disgusting? Like he was getting
especially after
his wife or his girlfriend at the time.
after the
Like,
playoffs, someone
awful.
releasing his address like that. Yeah, it's messed up.
You can't. I don't care who you are, unless like you're a player that's committing felonies or anything like that and making yourself a deplorable human. Even then, like, don't show up to this guy's house. Don't like egg his house. Don't do any like. He's just playing a game, dude. Like, he is honestly just playing a game.
It's only a game.
And then Toronto fans are so shocked that he leaves Toronto to go to a cup contending team when they dox his address.
Cuss him out. Yeah. And then they cuss him out.
Speaking of which,
you can't have it, please.
A live NHL update right now. Leafs just played. They just finished. It was a game ended in regulation. 5-4, Carolina. 5-4 against the Leafs. Carolina.
That doesn't surprise me. Carolina's a good team. Like, that won't surprise me. Like, Carolina's a good team. Like, they're built.
Like
Brendan Moore is a phenomenal coach. Like, I'm not going to
look like it was close as well. I think Maple Leafs, per usual, they got off to a hard start. 3 goals in the first. Carolina 2 in the first. Each 1 in the second. Hurricanes got 2 in the third to top it. So
it doesn't surprise me though, Jack, that they lost.
I'm gonna
real quick, Steve.
Fan right now. Oh no, league's out to get me again. If Rod the Bod didn't show his 6-pack abs, we would have won that game.
Yeah, it's always little simple excuses and stuff that you see, and the fans will always say it or anything, and the Leafs have had many flashes of seeing of how good of what they can be, and
by the way, one more thing for Toronto. Thank you for the first round pick and Fraser Minton for Brandon Carlo. Bless.
Completely iced the
Fleece
Leafs
of the century. Fleece of the century.
I don't know if I would call this
a decade.
How do we get a top 9? Probably going to end up being a top 6 certifiable gem of a young forward, and first round pick.
Yeah. By the way, the pick is only top 5 protected. So long as if we get the 6th overall pick with that, the Leafs might smarten up and make the playoffs. So I'm just saying hypotheticals, right? Let's just say they absolutely just fucking suck, and we get a top 10 pick because of that, between 6 and 10. Oh my god! Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We also get that for Brandon.
For credit's due, shout out to Don Sweeney for fleecing that deal. Again, he sucked at drafting, but he knows how to fleece other teams.
No,
I will give credit where credit's due.
He makes good trades. You can arguably say, and I think we're going to be continuing to talk about Mr. Don as the season goes on because he's a factor into the whole Bruins everything. He makes great trades, and that one is definitely worth noting. It was he knows how to make good trades. Again, I'm being simple, but it's true. He just does.
Guys, irrespective of how bad the Leafs are, I mean, the Bruins won that game 5-3. They go and sweep the week. 3 games. That's amazing. And again, it just sucks because you bring up Don Sweeney. You want to be like, wow, you really sucked in free agency, but it's fucking working.
Some way in some form it is. I mean, it's teetering. Again, we're gonna by Thanksgiving, it's always an indicator for any team and always in the NHL. But for the Bruins especially, it's for us gonna see if we're still around at this spot, if we built up a few extra points and we're doing a little bit better than we think we are, we've fallen back a little bit. But if they're in a spot like this and it's in the playoffs, I'd give them a good shot. But it's that's so early to pick as well. But
speaking of positions and where we're at, Bruins are actually second in the Atlantic, only 2 points behind the most.
Are they actually?
Yeah, I just checked it.
But I will say though, that as great of a point Steve's bringing up, you got to take that with a grain of salt because the East is super, super, super tight. It's like 3 or 4 points, and it's not much, and there's tons of games in hand.
That's what I was trying to say last week. The point differentials and the minuses between each conference are drastically different. If you look at the East versus the West, and just the parity there, it's odd. It's odd for sure. I mean, we've kind of seen it recently with the East kind of having some more competitiveness.
It's exciting
There's
though.
one
Ducks.
Yeah. I no, honestly, Steve has something to say about the Ducks, but honestly, to be fair, dude, the Ducks are on a tear right now. Like, I'm gonna give credit where credit's due. Like,
I've said it. I'm
they
gonna
brought
stand
that
on it. I've said it from the start. I'm gonna stand on it. They are a good team, and
Quack, quack,
but
quack.
there's one player I really want to fuck, I hate you. There's one player I really fuck. There's one player I really want to focus on, and he returned to the lineup because Charlie McAvoy had to return to Boston for a personal matter. Hope all is well with him, his family, or whatever's going on. I just hope it's nothing too serious and that he can rejoin the team in a good mindset. Mason Lohrei slotted into the lineup with him out after being scratched for 5 games. And thank you, Steve, for holding up the number 5. I was really going to struggle with that, actually, if you didn't do that.
how many games?
5 games, dude. 5. I thought
And he's looked good.
I thought he was I thought he was okay. He got 2 points. It was great. My only gripe with him right now in that game was that he definitely did not respect Toronto a little bit in the defensive zone, and he played a little too high above the hash marks where I would have liked to see him.
Yes,
But I thought it was
towards play that's not as encouraging. We want to get away from that. We want to get more tighter defensively. We want to work on our gap control. We want to get a little bit meaner. Like I said, like he needs to. I think he and Zadorov need to go grab some coffee and talk a little bit. And Zadorov is like, this is what you do. This is how you take down the opponent. This is how you smothered him.
This is how you hit. Like I hit Scott Lawton. I make him look like bitch.
I make him look like bitch. And then I go and attack entire Sabres bench.
I had pasta for dinner, and then I had Lawton for snack.
Like, I decided of Lawton for dessert.
It was. I thought he did okay. I thought it was a good response. I thought the response was good enough. I'm not overly impressed. I need to see consistency at him, but I thought the response was good enough. Steve, what do you think?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even thinking about my response. It's just something we talked about a week, 2 weeks ago. Is his you're not looking for him to respond on the offensive side because we know he has offensive capabilities. He got 2 points.
That toe drag was fucking dirty. Sorry to say.
No, it was.
What game was that? He didn't score on that, right? But what game was that?
Literally yesterday, you schmuck.
Yeah, but we're looking for him to respond. He got benched for 5 games because of his defensive play, right?
Yep.
And he goes out, puts up 2 points. Good for him offensively. But like you said, his defense still needs work. And I know it's going to be a growing pains, and it's going to be over the long haul that he's going to become hopefully better defensively. But his response, like you said, was good enough. I don't think if I'm Sturm, I don't even know what to do, right? I'm just thinking of it where it's like, cool, hopefully McAvoy can come back. I mean, we won 5 straight without him. Like, yeah, did he win one with us? Okay, finally, cool. He put up 2 points, but it's like we need to see more on the defensive end. So it's kind of a toss up. I mean, you think he's going back into Toronto or back in the lineup against Toronto again on the back-to-back? I don't know, right? Like it's just one of those toss-ups where was his performance good enough on the defensive end to sit there and make Sturm have this conversation with him and his assistants and all the parties at B that come up with the lineup, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a good point. Good point. All right, guys, let's get into our next segment. Let's actually build a Bruin. We haven't done it in a while. And we're actually going to build the Bruin based on this year's roster. And fans, if this is your first time listening, we basically are going to take a random name generator based on a wheel. And what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel. And we, based on the player that shows up, we're going to assign them to an attribute. And we have 7 attributes that we are going to assign. So we're going to have 7 different players. We're going to assign we're going to take their physicality, leadership, puck control, hockey IQ, skating, passing, or shooting. Guys, are you ready to play the game?
I'm so ready.
Do you want to play a game?
Do you want to play a game? I want to play a game.
Georgie wants to play with Cam.
This is absolute insanity. What the fuck was that? Did you say Georgie wants to play with Kim? Jackie's gonna go to bed in like 2 minutes. Like you're insane. Let's spin this fucking wheel. Like holy crap!
It's from it.
I know it's from it, and you're scaring me.
What's up? Physicality? Or
we can do whatever we want. So you guys, Marat Husnudinov is the first player that shows up. You guys can either take his physicality, leadership, puck control, hockey IQ, skating, passing, or shooting. You guys pick. This one's that one's an interesting one for Husi.
I'd go maybe skating. He's pretty quick, and he can turn up the ice and use his edges really well. Yeah, skating or yeah, I'm going only skating so far.
I'm with you. I'm actually gonna take Marat's skating. I think he's just fast. He can dart.
He's quick.
So I'm gonna do that. Steve, what are you thinking?
It's tough out of those ones to pick, honestly, for him. And that's not a pass on him. He's just in the development stage, and all these are going to come forth very soon. And they are.
For me, it would be shooting too. Like I would put him up there with shooting.
Yeah, he's got a good shot.
Steve's really thinking. Mind you, this is also including everybody that was on the active roster at opening night. So, Steve, this does include the injured players. So,
I know that's why it's so hard because he's got a few attributes, but I don't. Let's just go skating. I'll agree with you guys.
All right, wow.
He's got wheels.
Oh, wow. Hold on. We got another agreement. All right, that's one. We got one horn tonight. Damn. Let's see what we can get. Let's go for another one. See, I love doing this because it's just such a thought process.
I'm Cam. I'm so funny.
Jack, I'm going to slap you so hard. It's going to be
my
funny.
Sounds, my soundboards. I think I'm so cool. I can't wait to do against Red. I'm
oh my god.
Stick up.
I'm gonna hit you and it's gonna look like a fucking accident. Like it's gonna look like the guy that
I'm gonna slash your legs. It's gonna look like a beaver that's trying to make a dam because they've taken down.
I'm gonna pull your jersey over your head and make you look like a sissy nanny. Like
I'm gonna recreate a scene out of Goon. What are you talking about?
Oh my god, Ray the Ross boss, or whatever the heck it is. That's crazy. Oh man,
I'm literally gonna rock your shit. I hope you know, Cam. I'm literally gonna
I'm so excited. I'm gonna bust my hip breaking your fucking ass. Anyway, all right, Mark Costello. Physicality for me. Taking physicality for cast.
Oh yeah, no physicality. Or underrated one for him, leadership. He's kind of a good leader. I'd follow that guy. I'd follow him in the battle. But I'm gonna take physicality for Castellic.
Okay,
Steve. Hockey IQ.
Wow.
You know what? That's not bad.
Wow.
He's in the right spots and he makes excellent passes. He fights.
Oh, his pass to Mitten was incredible. That was elusive because when I saw it on the replay it was him, I was like, that was okay.
He is so noticeable out there because he does all of the little things the right way.
Wow. Okay. I don't know if I would have picked him for that, but that was a good one. I was hoping I would get like Elias Lindholm for that. Like that's what I'm kind of hoping for.
No, I messed with that though, Steve. I like that. Okay. Oh, now we got Hampus.
Hampus Lindholm passing.
Yeah, passing 100%. That dude controls like the passing lanes. Like if he is a like road meter person or whatever in the road controlling like the flow of traffic, people, that's him.
Yeah. Did you see his saucer? I think it was against like Otto. Holy shit! What a fucking pass, dude. No, I could watch that shit all day.
He's swift. He's elusive. I love the spray painted bottom stick. It's a look for him. Everything about him.
Yeah.
Is swagger. He's just swagger, dude.
I like how Steve's just like passing. Jack, you're such a little fucking copycat, buddy. Why don't you just like
I was gonna pick passing as well. Steve is
Yeah.
a great mind, unlike yours.
You're such a dick. Oh, we got pasta. We got pasta shooting.
Shooting.
Big.
Star to that hockey IQ.
Wow. This is actually
Pasta's IQ is sick, dude.
that. Yeah. That's a good one. His
But I'm
hockey
gonna go.
IQ.
You gotta go shooting now. You gotta go shooting. I mean, it's Pastrnak. The guy, dude, dude. It's insane how noticeable he was in the year's difference. Like the year he jumped up, like because I was in high school. Like I remember this like it was yesterday. Like how just good he jumped off like that. It was.
What's an underrated one for pasta? I'm gonna pull this up real quick. Just bear with me for 15 seconds.
All right. While you do that, I'm gonna get another wheel going.
Passing for pasta.
That's a good one.
He has 8 goals and he has 11 assists.
He has shown some good passing this year so far.
And last year.
Beecher.
Johnny Beecher.
You know
All right,
what?
well,
what?
Just to keep you guys up to date on what you guys have left. So Steve has physicality, leadership, and puck control. Jack, you and I have stuff. We have hockey IQ, puck control, and leadership. Oh, I think we screwed up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because now I don't listen. I would maybe give puck control to Beecher because when he's down, I mean, it's taken now, right? Who we give puck control to? Did we?
No, we didn't. You and I didn't give puck control to anybody. I don't know.
Okay, so I'll. Okay, that's good. So that's good then. So. Yeah, I might give Beecher puck control because at his best, he's a big frame. He can protect the puck well, and he's shown that in stints. I think he's kind of a wild card this year. Still, he's trying to prove himself. So I don't know. What do you pick? What else do you do?
Honestly, yeah, I can't because I can't give him hockey IQ. I can't give him leadership. The only one that's left for me is puck control, and I agree with you. As a big frame, when he uses it right, he can get there, and he has shown it. So
he's been effective.
I'm okay with it.
He's been greatly effective at times. The way he's played since 2023-24, at times I'm like, wow, this guy's are useful, and this guy's going to be plugged in for the bottom 6 for the time to come. But he's just gotten beat out a little bit, I think. And if anything, right now, I mean, he probably have to clear waivers. I don't know the stance of his contract, but
no, he does not.
All right, well then, I mean, he could use a stint or something to get him, wake him up or get him going. But they've done that with him before too. So I don't know. Yeah, puck control.
Steve, I have a feeling he's going to go physicality with this one.
Oh yeah, and Steve. We almost forgot Steve. Can't forget Steve.
Oh, Steve's really thinking about it.
Yeah.
That was an accidental play.
Because
how dare you disrespect Steve like that?
I have physicality and puck control left, right? But I don't see it as
physicality, puck control, and leadership.
Yeah, give me puck control because there's a few other Bruins that are just out there that are more than the other two that I have. So I'm just going to be stuck with puck control for that. And I don't mind it because, again, like you guys said, when he plays the right way, using his body, he can actually make some things happen. So on a good night, it's kind of worth it.
I think
Jack, we got hockey IQ and leadership left. Steve, you got physicality and leadership left. Wow, no, that speaks to how little we think of the leadership of the people that kind of came up.
Yeah, but there's also just not been a great pick so far. Oh well, we're
Casey,
not. I'm not
Casey
doing
Middlestat.
Sorry, but I'm not doing leadership again. I'm gonna have to pass. Yeah, I'll go hockey IQ for him. It's there. It's not great.
I want to kind of take leadership because I have a bad feeling Lohrei is going to be the next person.
Yeah,
and so I'd rather give the IQ to Lohrei. Steve, why don't you go? Because I got to really think about this.
I
You
know.
have physicality and leadership.
Because we have different Steve. So
Leadership.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
And I'll tell you why.
Let
Because
me hear it.
his effort is there every single night.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
And you know what? In a greasy team that we have, it's arguably more important to lead by example than just to sit there like an Austin Matthews and expect everyone to do everything around you.
See, this is a guy I wish I got passing or puck control for. Like this is a guy I really wish I would have got that because I think his puck control is phenomenal. I think his passing is nuts.
One of his early goals where he ripped it off the bar, like that was a beautiful shot. So.
Agreed, but we're all not at the point of giving those things out. So I got to do the best I can with what I got.
I think his offensive hockey IQ is good, but I don't know much. Like I don't know if I respect his defensive hockey IQ that much to give him. I'm gonna have to go with leadership too, just because I just again I'm thinking a defenseman's gonna pop up, and I would rather have a defensive. If I'm building a player, I think I'd much rather have a defensive, like a respectful like two-way forward. Like
but
what
also
I mean.
You would want a respectable defensive leader.
Yeah,
that's
fair. This is where I'm gonna disagree with you, Jack. I'm going leadership on this one. And for our final spin,
I'll go leadership as well because I think
you're such a cock.
Listen, that's just what I feel comfortable with because I don't see great with IQ with him, and I go with your points. And
I'm okay with Charlie McAvoy.
And we end the game with Charlie McAvoy.
Now I'm kind of regretting that I didn't just stick to my guns and my originality. But
nope.
Which we're gonna take a quick vote.
Yeah, I mean, at times it's been he's had a shit IQ this season, but when it's like we saw recently, when it's on, he is driving the play.
So. All right, well, fuck you, Jack. We have the same goddamn player, so we're gonna take a vote unbiasedly. So here's the final results. Steve,
I'll just swap with you the last two.
You're fine. You can't do that. What the fuck are we doing here? Like it's like you can't after you submit your order, you can't go back and change it.
Brought up them being the same one, so
it's fine. Whatever. That happens. We rock. Steve sucks. Like whatever you want. Like
hey, just go through the results.
We got Steve for physicality, McAvoy, Middlestat for leadership, Beecher for puck control, Cass for hockey IQ, skating, Marat, passing Hampus, shooting Pasta. And then Jack and I, the twins from hell, have Cass for physicality, Middlestat for leadership, puck control for Beecher, hockey IQ for McAvoy, skating Marat, passing Hampus, shooting Pasta. All of us pretty much have the same things except for hockey IQ and looks like physicality. So it's going to come down to who do you think is?
I don't like Gursky. I'm not gonna lie. I think Steve's list is better, but
So you would think because I would actually rather take McAvoy's hockey IQ over Castellick's.
Me too, but in the order of the way things played out, you got to make the best of what you can.
Yeah. Hey, there's that, but also
that's the point of this blind game, baby. Like you're just
no.
blind.
But also, what I just said about trying to go with McAvoy, it works much better for his physicality because
yes, it does. Yes, it does. He is his best when he's playing his shutdown defenseman and physically.
That is it. That is it, Steve, right there. So. Yeah, he does have a decent IQ, but listen, but when he's on it and when he's playing the game of where he will step up and run over McDavid when he's charging at you, then you're getting your best McAvoy, and that physicality is just so impactful. It really is, and yeah. Wow. So I would take his McAvoy's physicality and also leadership too, because that's starting to come out as well. And I would take
Jack's like fucking IQ. Pawn Stars. We live in deal and
I just like to go over. I just like to roast you, Cam. I just like to say I'm better than you. But actually,
we have the same fucking list.
That's what I'm saying, and that way I'm saying also I'm in the same level as you, so we're both bad.
Brother, this guy
No, I mean,
no. Who
has some respect?
There we go. Continue.
too? That Charlie McAvoy, who has been someone that Steve has been on his case. That's what's going to win him this week.
We know when he's had his best, or even like McAvoy 2019 playoffs. We got someone special. We got someone who can lead a championship team. But it's just a matter of how is he going to show up? And he really is one of those drivers. I think. I mean, if he shows up the right way and he plays for how he said that they would before the season, when McAvoy was like, "I believe we're a playoff team if these things come together." So one of his things that comes to do.
Charlie McAvoy in the Four Nations face-off.
Fine. I get it.
Kind of like Savior Holy. Yeah, Cam. You're not gassing him up enough.
No, I mean, listen, I've been
that good. He really was that
good. You want to do? Sit here and just glaze him?
Yeah. No.
Steve,
and you know what?
Gorgeous. You're beautiful. You do everything right. I'm wrong. You're always right.
There you go. That's right.
He is a beautiful human being, I must say, McAvoy.
No, I mean, I was hoping I was hoping for Zadorov for physicality, right? Like, that's what you're hoping for. But again, like, when Charlie McAvoy is playing his best, right, we can all agree that he's just, he plays a good physical game. And, I mean, you might got some, qualms with my with a couple other of my things, but that's okay. But like, the fact of the matter is just like, it's about knowing where to place people and, to the best of your abilities with what comes out in the blind game. Again, this is all a blind game, so we're all doing the best we can because without knowing who's coming up next, right? Like, it just is what it is.
I'm voting Steve's guy for president. All right, guys, let's go quickly into Big Bad Bruin. Let's get our weekly predictions out of the way too. So let's go into the Big Bad Bruin.
So I can stop looking.
We actually have
face. What?
What'd you say?
What?
Every time you talk, dude, just every time you talk, I just can't. Like, it's like music to me. It's like music to me.
I'm gonna shoot a puck right in your big helmet, fishbowl face, you ugly motherfucker.
How dare you? I'm very sensitive about my big head. How dare you?
It's like I almost knew.
Oh boy.
All right.
It's perfectly shaped. It's perfectly shaped.
And why did you pick a Bruin as a Pokemon this week for your Big Bad Bruin of the week?
Oh, Mr.
That's what I want to ask you. That's what I want to ask. Mr. Maratata.
Dude, because he's catching them all, baby. He's hard not to notice. Like, and I mentioned this earlier. He's exactly.
And I mentioned it last week. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, you just make me want to like just
keep going.
But like, he's just I've watched him more and more. He's playing on the first line, and he's just exactly what I anticipate for someone who steps up into that large role just to take. And like, players always talk about the next man up mentality. And I think for the Bruins this year, he had, at least for these stretch of games with Lindholm out, it's just admirable. There's really not much to say about Husnudinov outside of the fact that I think he's just done very well. Like, for me, it's not just about the points. It's about the way he's played and how he's gotten it done.
It's a great pick. Like you guys said for me last week, it's a great pick and a great continuation. So I'm being serious. Like, I love how he's playing too. So, I mean, I almost wanted to pick him again because I'm like, this guy's just vibes. Like, he's hard not to love.
Yeah. Jackie boy, what do you got?
Mr. Hampus Lindholm, I believe. I don't know if
good answer.
Good answer. Sorry. I don't know if this factors in yesterday's game. I'm assuming it does, but the Bruins are 8-1.
It does.
Okay, they are 8-1 with him in the lineup. So that is substantial when you look at when they had their 6-game losing streak, who was gone the entire time. Oh, Hampus Lindholm. You put it back in the lineup. All of a sudden, you've almost lost one game out of almost doesn't last 10 games. I just farted. I don't know if anyone heard that. We're just going to out myself. Anyways.
You know what? Dude, I don't know what you're on tonight, but you are on some shit.
I could have not said anything, but if the matter of the fact is if you did hear it and I just kept talking and I had to like look over and see you guys like stifling your laughter, I would have just lost it. So that's why I had to say something, because or else like I wouldn't like it's my thing like how my brain works. Like, I would have been able to keep going because I just feel self-conscious. Anyways,
Jack is a man of the people. He wanted to warn people not to walk through the cloud that he just generated. Jesus Christ! Oh my God! Great pick.
Okay, yeah.
You could just end it there.
Oh, I wasn't done, but I think I finished. I finished off myself. Yeah, he holds down the defensive end and just jumps up in the play offensively. Smart plays all around. Great transitional guy. Love Hampus. He's a success if we want to win this season. We have to have him. Enough said.
Nice pick. Steve the Chavo.
Chavo.
Champion of Big Bat of the Build a Bruin.
Chavo. Chavo.
Marat is a great pick, Gab, and Lindholm is even a better pick. And I'm going to sound like a homer with my pick because I just can't get enough.
Good.
I might just call the Geek Squad because I'm in love with Morgan Geeky. So it's just the truth, though. The fact of the matter is he's continued to follow up week to week. And he had a great effort this week. He's
saying F you to all the haters.
You're right.
50 plus goal pace. Yep.
And you know what? He got 11 goals right now. Just looked it up. And it's not that he had, the most important thing is his streak got broken. And guess what? He picked it right back up. It didn't affect him. And he still got a couple goals and was a major part in a few of those wins. And he scores when it's closing time, right? I mean, he tied up the game against Ottawa, and he's just been playing so consistent. It's hard to notice.
It's honestly a great pick. It's really hard not to give him credit. It's really hard. 50 plus goal pace. He's tied for third in the NHL with goals, like you just brought up, Steve, with 11. I mean, the goals totals are pretty good. It's a very tight race, but I mean, for a player like that, where you had a lot of questions with that contract coming in. No, I agree. It's hard not to notice him. I think all this week's picks are pretty solid. And like we said it time and time and again, like it's easy to just pick Pastrnak, who also just scored his 399th goal. But honestly, you also got to give credit to the other people, on that team that are also making this team successful. Because Pastrnak is going to get his. So it's kind of it's good. No, good nod to Geeks. Good nod to Lindholm, and good nod to Mr. Maratatata.
Good nod for Cam.
I absolutely adore you. You are adorable. Do your parents let you stay up this late normally? Just asking. I noticed the lights are off in the house, so I don't know if they're ever gonna just come knock on your door and just be like, "Hey, you need to turn that off. You got school in the morning."
That's a good one.
Yeah. It's gonna be 1 week we're just gonna have chirp competition, and Steve's just gonna be like, "God damn, you guys are ruthless."
It's just one of these weeks. It's gonna be an episode of me and Cam just chirping each other the entire time.
It's gonna be a week where Steve's not gonna be able to make it, and it's just gonna be you and I sitting here. It's like, all right, so without Steve, we're unhinged. So let's just go fucking bully each other.
And that's exactly what I was just gonna say. Literally, I was about to say, yeah, God forbid I'm not here for a week to play referee with y'all.
Oh, don't worry. It's only begun. Honest, it's really only begun.
Guys, phenomenal picks. We don't get the horn this week, but we got it once. We should have got it a few more times in the Build a Broom, but that's all right. Let's take a look at the week ahead. We got Toronto on Tuesday, then we're at Ottawa on Thursday, and then we're at Montreal on Saturday. All 7 o'clock games. Finally, some normal times. At least they're 7 o'clock as well, so we get to enjoy.
We're gonna have the West Coast road trip in a few weeks, though. So we're gonna have a couple of 10 o'clock.
Yeah, that one's gonna be rough. Those are gonna be the games I am going to record and watch later. I'm gonna start it off and just go. I got win Toronto because fuck the Leafs. Win Ottawa and loss and I hate to say it, but lost to Montreal. They are a wagon right now, and I'm going to respect that team.
Yeah, I think you have to. I will just go next. Toronto W. Again, not much else to say. Fuck Toronto. Unless Steve Dangle, though. Like, I actually adore you as well.
Love you, Steve.
Yeah. And then Ottawa, dub. Just think it's gonna be another, hopefully better played game throughout, complete game versus the last one. Thankfully they kind of revenged and they beat Ottawa. They kind of got close though, so I'm hoping for more complete effort from them. And I also, unfortunately, have a loss to Montreal. I think you do have to respect them. And I think Caulfield's going to light us the hell up. But not if Zadorov has anything else to say.
Yeah, and Dobish too, man. Holy crap. Like, he's having a great year. Vezina caliber year for that kid. So, again,
Javo!
Yeah. I hate to say it as a Bruins fan, but as an NHL fan, like Steve and I have talked about, like, when Montreal and Boston are competitive at the same time, or like at least half of the original 6 teams are competitive, the league is just that much better. As much as it pains me to say that we'll lose to Montreal, I think we'll lose to Montreal, but huge nod. I love competitive hockey. Steve.
Chavo.
We're going to get a dub against Toronto again because we've broken their souls and now it's time to break their bodies. We're going to lose.
Cam's losing it.
We're going to lose at Ottawa.
Wow.
Allmark is not going to play against the Bruins.
Okay. So bold statement.
Yeah, okay.
You watch, boys.
Wow.
You watch. And because we're in Montreal, and there's always Montreal home cooking of some poutine, we're going to lose that game too.
What a vibe.
Poutine is good.
What a vibe. He's going up some
poutine is delicious.
Hey, we gotta put some respect on Steve's name because he's at 70.59% at his predictions. Which
I just crossed back to 50, so you can't say shit anymore, Cam. Go fuck yourself.
You didn't cross 50. Okay, first of all, get it right, you asshole. You're just at 50.
That's
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
No, it's still crossing 50 though. Like I've hit 50. 50 is now.
It's more like no, you didn't pass go. Don't collect $200. You're more like
go.
I'm
gonna collect my $200 and then dance. I'm gonna murder you. You know that? I'm gonna come into your house and I'm gonna take all your bread. I'm gonna toast it and then put it back in the package. Bam.
That's perfect. That means I don't have to toast it in the morning. You're doing me a solid. You just tried to. That's crazy. Thank you, Papa Smurf.
What is it with the Smurf? I'm sorry. Am I just giving off blue? I'm maroon, baby. I bleed UMass. I don't know how. Is this?
Oh,
is
trust
this
me,
Smurf?
you'll
Smurf?
bleed in the last game of the season. Yeah,
Is
it says
this
Amherst. It's more like Am Smurf.
Damn Smurf! Shut the fuck out of here, dumbass.
You're so blue, you might as well be a Leafs fan.
Come on.
Send me to the Shadow Realm. Are you kidding me? Don't ever do that.
Oh God! Wow, send him to the Shadow Realm. That was a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Holy crap! Good one on that one, Jack. I'm surprised. Wow, don't age yourself now, you fucking infant. All right, guys.
Yeah, I wasn't, referencing that, but you just aged yourself. So good job.
I know I'm old. There's a difference. I accept it for what it is. It's fine. At least I can get into bars. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode.
I have for the past 3 years. So
don't interrupt my monologue.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
He's taking this so personal too.
Yeah.
So
here you go. Just mute him real quick and do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for episode 52. Will you shut the fuck up? They'll do it for episode 52. Go check out don'tfuckwithmedia.com for all of our blogs, pre-games, game recaps, and much, much more. As always, connect with us on Twitter, Bluesky, TikTok, YouTube, and through our website for your thoughts to be heard on an episode. You can even send us a voice memo or a direct message. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to us on all of our platforms. As always, we love you guys. And until next time, go Bruins. And until next time, Jack, this one's for you.
Time and as usual, Go fuck yourself.
We own the Leafs.